What am I doing?
I got it.
Awesome. All righty. So let's share the screen. So welcome to the Gathering West 2022 Exhibitor webinar. We're very excited to have you guys here. Just to let you guys know, we have my host, or myself, Cameron, and I met a bunch of you at the gathering in Orlando this past year. And then we have Olivia, who I'm sure you guys know as well. She works on some of the other gift and souvenir portfolio shows as well. So this is our contact information, and I'll put this back up at the end of the webinar as well, so you guys can get that down. So in case you have any questions, you can email me or Olivia and she'll get in touch with me. We'll figure it out for you guys, since we do know a lot about the platform. So we're going to start with a good platform overview. We're going to be talking about your individual profiles. A huge thing is that managing your availability, and then creating your teams, aka your company page, and all of the cool things that you can do with that. So let's pop on over to here. I'm going to go ahead and sign out of my other account and show you guys the login from the beginning. So when you're logging in, you're going to type in your email address. If I could type my name right, that would be great. And then it will if it doesn't ask you for Reg ID, that means it is using your profile from the past gathering event, which is cool. So if you need a password reset, where this says request a reminder, it will say request a password reset, and you can do that. If that doesn't work, feel free to reach out to me and I can send the reset email to yourself. But you will create your password just like this after you hit your enter in your registration ID, and it will bring you to this wonderful page with this onboarding questions. This is very important, you guys, to fill out your profile. So it helps the AI in the background of this website connect you with people who are looking for your products. So you can type in your city. I am in Raleigh, hit add, update, North Carolina. You can add your LinkedIn page if you want. The two main things we really want you to fill out here is your products provided, main and sub. So we have our main categories here. So I'm going to say I have gift, I have custom private label and licensed products. I'm going to hit update for those. You can toggle on as many as you like. You can also do your products provided sub. So there's certain categories that have a little bit extra on here, like gift apparel. So let's say for gift, I have totes bags and inspirational. And then down here, let's say I have souvenir ornaments, and then you hit update there. So that gives us a little bit more detail to help us match with those people that are looking for specific things. And our buyers will have these questions as well, so we can match you guys up. You can put in your phone number and your address for your company or your own personal phone. In a few slides, it will ask you whether or not you want your contact details shared, and you can choose whether you want it private or for connections or just open to anybody. So we're going to hit next. Like I just said, we have our phone number. So let's say I add in the phone number, and I can do connections or private. I'm going to keep it private right now. And so then we'll hit next, and then you'll do our privacy policy. So you have to consent to this to keep working in the platform. This is just saying we don't use your information outside, but it helps to get us and this AI working for you correctly. So then you just hit start networking, and then you'll have full access to the site. If at any time you want to change your answer or update your profile, you can go up to this upper right-hand corner and see your profile picture, hit that. Say you don't have a profile picture, you can upload that by tapping this pencil and choosing a file. Recommended size is 1000 by 1000 pixels or a perfect square. Could be anything, just as long as it's a square. And once you upload it, you'll hit save. And just like I said before, anything is able to be updated at any point in time. So say I moved from Raleigh to Charleston, South Carolina. I could change my city. I can change my products that I want to do. So say I want apparel, or, I said souvenirs. I want to update that because I forgot. And then you can also write a little summary about yourself, introduce yourself so people know who you are. And then at the end of the page, you hit update profile, and that will save your profile for you.
Yep. And Cameron, we do have one question, and it's if the platform is the same as the other shows, once we set up our profile, why do we have to do it from scratch every time? It should just populate based on the most recent version so we can make edits.
So that does happen. So there should be some of you guys, if you did upload, it will bring over some of your old stuff, and then it will be updating. So I suggest you update as well because things change. But when it comes to some of those questions that we're asking, they're worded a little differently. The answers are a little different. So, your products provided will not pull over since we've changed the way that we ask that question to help you guys get better recommendations. So some stuff I fully reset mine just so I could show you guys what it looks like to onboard. Let me be clear. I hard reset my entire profile. But you guys should not be having to do that. Like I said, if you forget your password, because it will most likely be your one from the gathering, you can reset that. If not, we can go take, a hard reset if you need to, and then you'll just have to fill that out again. But most of you should not have to refill out if you've been to the previous gathering from October. Hopefully that answers your question. So if you ever want to view your profile, you can hit profile right here, and it'll show you what your profile looks like to other buyers. Other exhibitor reps will not be able to see your profile. We have that turned off, so only buyers can see it. It shows that I'm connected to my company right here, which is nice, and you can expand that and they can see, a little bit about your company, and they can click to it. But going back to this main page, the most important thing that I would say out of everything besides your products categories provided is this manage my availability. This changes to, as you can see, all times are shown for America, Los Angeles time. So this is for Pacific Standard Time once you are over in California. I know there was a bit of confusion about that last time, so I wanted to make sure that I pointed this out to you. So everything here that if you want to edit, say I won't be available from, I hope I'm not available at 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. So I can say done and hit save changes. And this is saying 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then your calendar will stay that way. So if you export it now, it may change to Eastern, but it should be changing back whenever you get to California. But this is very big, so make sure that you go in there. So say you don't want to make meetings in the morning and you want to block that off. I don't want to meet from 8:30 to 9:30. You block that off. People cannot request a meeting with you. So that is there, and you just hit save changes. And that's probably the second biggest thing that I would say would make a huge difference for you guys.
And Cameron, are you going to be putting the show hours in the calendar for everyone as well?
I can, absolutely. I didn't realize that wasn't a known thing, but yes, I can put the show hours in the Clarion events page for everybody for them to know. But the show hours are from, I think, 8:30 to 5 each day with an hour lunch break. And then we end at 3 on the last day, I think. But I will double check with you, and I'll put that in the Clarion Events Company profile and in my profile and a buyer profile. So you'll be able to find it somewhere on the site. If not, I will make sure that our team sends you an email with it.
We got clarification on that question. So it's more, will the time be blocked out on everyone's schedule?
Oh, okay. So if you're asking questions ahead of my presentation. So I do have answers for that, but I am going to wait just a smidge to answer that, but I will answer your question. So from there, we're going to set up our team, and we'll get to that in here. When you hit your team, it's going to be up here. I've already created the team, so it won't, it typically asks you to create your team, and you can name it whatever you want. I titled it my company name, but it should ask you to create it once you log in. And if you're already connected to a company from the previous site, then it should kind of just pop up like this. Down here, you can see our team members. It's me and Olivia. And if you ever just want to see, your own, there's no meetings here, but if you ever just want to see your own meetings, you can just hit that and it will filter. Just like this as well, you can filter it off of your scheduled or your pending. Just click those and it'll show all right on here. Now, with that, you want to complete your company profile. From here, we have, your logo that's shown, and then this is what we call a hero image. This image is, and I can put this in the chat a little later, 1,476 by 634 pixels. It's very specific. This is not necessary, but I would definitely say upload a logo so people can see what company that they're talking about. And then this headline, that's that little short description that people see as they're browsing companies. So that's something else that I think is a really good thing. So if you have a slogan or anything, you can put that there. And then you can link to your website. And then you can also upload a video URL. And like I said previously, other exhibitors and exhibitor reps will not be able to see your profile. So if you wanted to put a product demonstration on your profile from a video URL, you can link that. In order to do that and learn how, you can hit this learn how, but I'll go over it really quickly here. So if you find your video you want, you can hit share, and then you'll do embed. And then if you just highlight between these two quotation marks right here and copy that, that's the link that you need to put into your company profile. And so then it will show a nice embedded, I can show you here in a second, a nice embedded video, which is really nice, that people can play right here when they come to visit. So it's really nice if you want to get a good demonstration in there or a show of a handful of products right at the beginning. And so with that, again, you want to make sure that you fill out these products provided right here so they can match you with proper buyers. And then you can also include a longer summary. So we have that headline, that's that short slogan, short little summary about it, but you can provide a longer history about your company, more things that you provide, anything there. I think you have up to 2,000 characters for that. And so once you're done, just make sure you hit update profile and you see that little green box. And that means it's all going to be good to go. From there, you can look at your team members. So I have myself and then Olivia. As an admin, I have control over the profile and the products. Olivia, as a team member, is just a part of the company. She can help with the chats, but she doesn't have the ability to change anything about these profiles. That's easily changeable if you want to give somebody else admin status as well. If it'll do it, just say change to admin role, and then she can help manage our company profile as well. To upload any products, this is something else that I think you guys could do. You can upload up to 5 product profiles. So this is one product profile. Within each product profile, you can upload up to 10 images. So I would suggest grouping based off of, so say if you have keychains, you could do 10 different pictures of 10 different keychains versus just one keychain as a product example. Just like your company before, a short description for the product or group of products. You can include a website or a video URL, just like the company. And then you can also include a longer description of things that you potentially customize with the product, anything like that. Who to talk to, whatever information To add, you just hit this add more, it'll pop up, and just like any other picture, it should be 1000 by 1000 pixels. It's perfect square, and then hit save. And then once you're done with that, like I said before, update profile and look for that green box to make sure that it's saved. If you want to add another product, you just hit this and then a whole new profile page will pop up for you to fill out. So getting back to the meetings question.
And Cameron, really quick, going back to that calendar view there, we have someone who was wondering that they have heard from buyers that they don't have a view that looks like this. And that hasn't changed, correct?
No, unfortunately, that has not changed, but I do have something that you guys also have access to. If you go to this My Schedule tab right here, I don't have meetings, but there is a button that pops up here that says Export My Schedule. That's the best that we can do for them because they do not have this team functionality like you guys do. The Teams is specific for companies that are exhibiting, unfortunately. But yes, I did mention that to our platform host, so that may or may not be in the works, hopefully, but it's been mentioned because I know that was a big thing for you guys. So going back to the meetings of, will it block off everybody's calendar? No. When it comes to meeting requests, unfortunately, the way the things are set up, we can start with Ashley here. I am not able to search for my own coworkers, and it's a little bit of a glitch in the system. I think I've talked to a lot of you about this. In order for you guys not to see each other and see other exhibitors, so your products are not being shared, because I know that you guys like your privacy about your products, we had to restrict access there, and that has also been mentioned to GRIP. So they are in they're throwing it up the pipeline to make sure to see if we are able to exempt people that are part of the same team. You are able to invite multiple buyers to a meeting, just unfortunately not your coworkers. You can also view as somebody else for your meetings. So say I don't want to take a meeting with Ashley, but I want my coworker to, I can set up a meeting as Olivia and say I want her to meet at 10 to 10:30. We, as of right now, you will not have access to meetings until Monday. We are having two other locations set up, so there will be 3 different time links for you to request, and it will be 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. If you plan on having a meeting going beyond 90 minutes, you will have to do multiple requests or block out your time after. And so, like I said before, if say I want to do more than 10:30 to 11 with Ashley, I would say, hi, Ashley. If I could spell, I anticipate this meeting going longer than 30 minutes. Can we both block off our calendars from 10:30 to 12? Or something like that. So if it's longer than 90 minutes, you can have them block off their calendar. So if it's 10:30 to 12 and you want to go an extra 30, you can say block it off from 10:30 to 12:30. That is what we've got, because I tried to do the best I can for you guys, since you guys had longer meeting times, and that's what we kind of came up with. And hopefully this is a good solution for you guys. And then once you do that, you can hit send, and it will send a meeting request. Be all nice, and then they'll be able to respond. Or if you need to reschedule, you can always hit reschedule. Let's go back to my PowerPoint and see what I need to complete. So we did our company profile. Let's do chat and inbound leads. Back to the teams, we have our inbound leads section. This is where you guys can review anybody who has viewed your products, your profile, or your company profile. So say Ashley went in and viewed it. I don't have an example because there wasn't anybody viewing it. These are 2 reviews. So if anybody's made an action from the day before that you haven't looked at, you can do this, you can do here, and you will have the same: show interest, make a connection, or request a meeting. These ones are the ones that you have reviewed, and then your total leads. This will be something that you guys can export at the end of the, you can export your contacts and the meetings. So this is a good section to make sure that you're seeing everybody who's clicking on your profile or your products or your company profile, to make sure that nobody slips through those cracks. And just like that, we also have company chat. So as you can chat from person to person, somebody is also able to chat the company. And like I chatted myself, and anybody is able to respond from that. So if there's somebody that's not, if you don't log on that day and somebody else does, they will be able to respond to these chats as the company, and make sure that nobody's slipping through the cracks again. And so going back here, you can see that this meeting is pending for Olivia and with Ashley, and you can always click into it again to see what's going on right here.
So that brings us to another question. So once you are requesting that meeting to a buyer, will that automatically block out time on their schedule until they accept, or does it wait until they accept it?
It blocks out the schedule for both you and the person you send the meeting request to. If they decline, your schedule opens up. If they accept, it stays taken, essentially. So it does block out that schedule, so nobody can request a meeting at the same time. So that's another thing. That's a very good question. So yeah, so nobody can do that while you have that already sent in, and only times that are available for individuals will show up on the request to meetings. So if we try to go back to the 9th you see that there is no 10:30 to 11. I could do 10 to 10:30 or 11 to 11:30, but like I said, it blocks it off. So it only shows times that are available for that individual. Perfect. I think we've covered all of these. Again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me and I'm happy to help. Let's go to our next slide. Networking. So we're going to talk about browsing recommendations, searching for attendees, and requesting meetings. We kind of covered a little bit of that, but there's a little bit more nuances this year, which hopefully will help you guys out. So right here on this recommended for you, or down here, recommendations, is where you can go to view people who the computer system has, done its algorithms that say these people are going to be most interested in you. It's going to refresh, and as soon as you interact with them, they won't ever pop up on that recommended for you again, because they'll either be connected or your interested list or your skip list. So it's showing Nadira here as one of the people that I may want to connect with. I can show interest, or I can show interest with a personal message and say, hey Nadira, would love to chat about my product, and I can hit send, or I can just go straight up and request a meeting with her as well from the beginning. You can also view all buyers that are active. I want to make that very clear that this will be updated as people log into their portal. So it may seem very small in the beginning if people are not logging in, but I wanted to make sure that you guys are only seeing people that are active in this platform. We are doing our best on our end to make sure that they log in for you guys. And so it's a highly suggested thing for you guys to log in kind of continually a couple times a week and come back to see if there's anybody new that is logged in throughout the weeks leading up to the show. Now you'll notice here that Melissa does not have a request a meeting. So one of the new questions that we have added to help you guys not just to help you guys not have pending meetings as often as we did the last one, was this question right here. Are you the main meeting organizer for your company? And so that's a yes or no question. I know that some buyers come as kind of a group, and they kind of travel as an entourage and take meetings together. I've got a lot of emails saying, I'm not making meetings, my team member is making the meetings for us together. So the only people you guys will be able to request meetings with are the ones that are saying yes to this question. That way you guys aren't having those pending meetings sitting in your calendar with people who don't have any intention of responding to these questions because their calendar is being made by somebody else. So they are all listed in the buyers, but you can search based off of this question. So say you only want to look at the people that can make meetings, you'll just hit yes for this question and hit apply, and it'll filter. And you can always clear filters. You can search based off of location, company name, job title. These are really good things to help you, narrow down your list of buyers if you're looking for particular individuals. But you can still interact with them. So say their coworker is not answering a message, you can message them to kind of nudge them as well and say, hey, this person really wants to meet. It just won't let you make the meeting requests, in hopes that you'll get better response rates for you guys and hopefully get a more concrete idea of what your calendar will look like at the show. So that's buyers. Let's see. Searching for attendees. I think we kind of covered that. If you know somebody by name and you want to search them, you can search up here by name at any point in time for the buyer, so you don't have to go scrolling for Melissa once more people pop up or anything like that. And then we covered these buyers with no meetings, just to show you though that these people are coming with their team. And then from there, registration. So I know some of you have received emails from our marketing team with registrations for part out forms. If you have more individuals from your company that need to be added to the portal, they must sign up through the registration part out form. And then once they do that, they will be added to the platform within 24 to 48 hours. That way you can have a more complete team for your company. Like I said, we only got 2, but you can have up to, if you're having 5 people come, you can have 5 people teams on your company page. So they need to sign up through that registration part out form in order to get into this platform. I think I covered most everything. Like I said before, you will not be able to send any meeting requests until we launch to the buyers on Monday. This time that we're giving you until Monday is for you guys to spruce up your company page and your personal profile page, so they know what they're coming to see or browse, and make sure that it's kind of like a pre-vetting situation. They know what they're coming to meet with you guys for. I know that this show knows a lot of each other anyway, but it's very good to have a very complete profile.
And Cameron, can you clarify where exactly they can find that registration part out form?
I should have asked my marketing team. I believe it was sent in an email with you guys. It sent in an email with probably the Gathering West at clarionevents.com maybe. If not, please email me and I can get you that link. Since I don't have it right now, but I will get it for you. Yes, but it should be in an email from the Gathering West 2022. We sent out a couple about the launch of the website and the webinar. I think it's linked to there as well. So you may just have to search through your inbox. We sent it an email a couple of days ago on Monday, and I think we also sent one last year, right before the holidays. And if I didn't say this before, at any point in time, you can do my schedule and it would pull up a schedule if I had a meeting to attend. And there's a button that says export my schedule, and it exports as a CVS, an Excel sheet, and you can tailor that to all the like information that you want to know, because it gives you a lot. You can burn it down a little to just, the company, the person, the time. It is a very good tool to have for you guys. But yeah, so I made sure that this is very easy for you guys to find.
And Cameron, will there be any links to any like quick guides where they can find all of this information as well in a more condensed version?
Absolutely. So we will be uploading a how-to guide, and it will show up here. It will say resources, and that will basically have everything that we've covered today in a PowerPoint as well, with steps and kind of tips and tricks for you guys to make sure that you are getting the best out of this platform and the best user experience possible. So that will be down here on this left-hand side under resources once I've uploaded it. Oh, and then if at any point in time you want to do your chat, that's right over here. It's a good little chat function to message people. Any other questions? This went a lot quicker than I thought. Hopefully I didn't go too fast.
So far they're all answered, but if anyone has any other last minute questions, send them through. I think we're good.
Okay, perfect. This is awesome, guys. And I will put up my email address right here. This is me. I know some of you have this already, but if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I like to consider myself fairly quick on that, so hopefully you won't be waiting too long. But yeah, I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to answer questions, whatever you need.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, if we are good to go, I think we can end this here. Olivia, I think you can stop recording.